shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. Downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so.
Hi, I'm Guy Fletcher, editor of Frederick Magazine, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, April 15th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. You know, it's tax day. Mwah, mwah. Oh, get yours in before midnight or make sure to file an extension, especially if you owe money. Oh, awful. You know, I know why every day I'm a little discombobulated. I'm going to shut my door. That's one thing I didn't do. Not that it matters because the cat and the dog will run in and do whatever they want anyway. All right. Want to say good morning to Mama Cone. Have a splendid day. Good morning to my friend Tara Flannery. Want to say good morning to her as well. Anyway, I am in the midst of texting and Facebook messaging a couple people trying to get some stuff ready. I am putting together Key City Rotary's Low Key Fest, which is happening June 13th. And just trying to confirm some live music and messaging some friends of mine. And anyway, and I'm trying to do all of that while getting the show ready, finalizing some videos, and getting stuff ready to go here. So it's no wonder I can even get anything going any single day, to be honest. Too much happening. Oh boy. All right. Well, we're going to see what happens today with Morning Roundup. Bob Miller is back in Maryland for good. So I'm not exactly sure where he's going to be tuning in from or recording from or anything. So maybe he and Chris will be sitting side by side from the production studio. We'd never know. But I am going to go over what is happening in Frederick, a highlight of some events coming up that you're going to want to know about. Plus, we're going to talk more about the countywide adult egg hunt. It does continue today. And I've got Ayanna Gallant from Aya's Cultural Arts Studio. I hope I said that right. Gallant. I didn't ask her about that. She is amazing. I want to be her when I grow up, for sure. Of course, I can't play any instruments. I used to sing, but I haven't in a long time. Not like I sing all the time to people who probably don't want to hear it. But anyway, she's amazing, and we're going to talk about her studio, which is right up off the top end of 40. And don't forget, A Mother's Rest is our nonprofit of the month. All right, now for all of you guys who have found eggs and you're turning them in, hey, why don't you buy a sticker or a chapstick, just a couple of dollars when you stop in. I mean, of course, I'd love for you to buy a t-shirt, or I've got those cool Bluetooth speakers, and we've got all kinds of stuff, hats, beanies. Purchase something because 100% of the proceeds goes to a Mother's Rest this month. And we are halfway through the month, and I'd love to be able to donate a healthy donation to them. And you're going to get something cool as well. Stickers, just a couple dollars. Chopsticks, $2. I think our magnets are $5. Large stickers are $3. Metallic stickers are $3. I mean, come on, drop a couple bucks and then everybody wins. All right. We're going to go ahead and get this tax day show started. I don't even know where mine are right now. We'll have to see. Oh, yes. Thanks to Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. I bet the lines were so long yesterday. Open noon to 9 p.m. You can also get hot pretzels while you're there, or iced coffee, along with maybe your gelati or a concrete. How about trying that new Airheads flavor with the freeze-dried Airheads on top? Oh, no, Skittles. Not Airheads. I don't know why I said Airheads. Skittles, the Skittles flavor with the freeze-dried Skittles. I wonder what a freeze-dried Airhead would be like. If you can't get Doritos, they can come to you. You can order on Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats, or simply download that free Rita's app. And then you can order whatever you want and just pick it up beside the window. You avoid all the lines. Okay, there's no reason not to have Rita's. They are at 538 West South Street in Frederick. All right. Well, I don't know where Bob. Oh, good morning. Good morning to Beth and all my friends from Scott Key Center. They were hunting for eggs yesterday and found a couple in our countywide egg hunt. All right. While we're waiting for Bob and Chris to show up, I do want to talk about, I'm going to try to pull it up here. Good morning, Frederick. We're going to share our screen here. But okay, so there was a great suggestion. There was a great suggestion yesterday because it was hard to tell what was happening with the eggs. Let me just see photos. Where are we? We're at albums. I got to look around here. Here we go. Countywide egg hunt. Okay, so I believe I have. Let me just make sure. It looks like I have deleted the photos of the eggs which have been actually turned in. Okay. And I think I have marked on some of these, and let me just see because I know this. Okay, I have marked found on some of these. You can see here, I've marked found where they've been found but not yet turned in. Okay, because I don't want to delete it and then have the person who said they found it not be the right one. So there are still plenty of eggs available to be found around Frederick County. Remember, it's all of Frederick County, not just Frederick. You're going to have to look at the pictures, and I know that there are some still out there for sure. I know there are. Okay, it looks like we've got Chris in the studio, so let's see what's happening on the morning roundup today. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland, accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. Well, good morning.
And no, you can't claim this that you found an Easter egg, even though it's shaped like an egg. This is still my head, okay? I'm just saying if you're listening out there or watching out there, I should say. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So I guess we haven't figured out a way to get Bob on the show.
Well, eventually we will. What happened is Bob still has to set up his studio at home, and then he'll be able to
Ah,
come back on. Now today
okay.
he had to leave. He had to leave the show a little earlier because he has a his furniture's coming in today. And if you're a husband, you got to always make sure you have your couch because, well, if you get in trouble by your wife, you're gonna have to sleep on the floor if you don't have your couch. So just in
That's
case
right.
Bob wants to
That's
cover
right.
himself.
Okay,
Um,
yeah. So he's still getting settled, but we love that he's back in Frederick, and we love that we're gonna have him back and ready to go very soon.
well, the great thing is now Bob's in studio with me, and we're able to stare at each other's eyes when we talk. And I've never
I'm
noticed
sure he
how
loves that.
I never noticed how bloodshot red the morning mayor's eyes are, but that's what happens when you wake up in the morning. I guess I'm sure mine are the same. Yes,
Ah,
it's a bromance that we have, Danny.
I
A bro.
know, I know. I'm not sure how one-sided it is, but it is a bromance for sure.
So I just wanted, before we get into news, I want to touch on the weather a little bit earlier today because it is windy today. We're gonna have winds from 20 to 30 miles an hour. Could see some gusts over 40 miles an hour. So if you're one to wear a skirt, I'm warning you. Make sure you wear bicycle shorts under there. Or if you're Scottish and you're wearing a kilt, make sure you don't go the old school way and wear
Yeah,
something under there
please.
too.
Please, please,
Yes,
please. Yeah,
yeah.
nobody needs that Marilyn Monroe effect happening today.
Absolutely not. So yeah, there you go. We do have
Yeah,
some people that might wear kilts, so
this is
just want
when
to throw
they
that.
say batten down the hatches, put all your outside furniture cushions and all of that, make sure that is secure.
And I will say I'm very frustrated because we cleaned up the backyard, raked all the leaves, got everything nice and clean, sticks nice and clean, fixed the trampoline from all the wind we have, and we have wind today, which is going to blow that stuff everywhere. And another thing, I apologize, Danny, I'm fighting something here. Another
I
thing
know.
I wanted to say was very important, okay? If it's garbage day in your neighborhood, make sure you tie your garbage bag tight so you don't have your garbage going all over people's lawns and stuff like that. That drives me crazy.
Yeah, it always does seem to be windy on recycling days as
Right.
well, and that tends to blow all over the place. But yeah, it's a very windy day today, so hang on to your stuff.
And also, you know what today is, Danny? Today's tax day.
It is tax day.
So
Terrible. I don't like
hopefully,
tax day.
hopefully, I'm one that does not like to wait last minute. I make sure I get my taxes done. But that being said, you also got to be very careful because a lot of times nowadays, people will go from job to job, or in our case, for example, our company got bought out by a new company. So you're going to have two different W 2s. A lot of times people are so quick to get that refund check that they'll go and just go ahead and get their taxes done, not getting all the W 2s. And then that means you're not claiming all the money you made. And if that's the case, the IRS will be knocking on your door the next year saying, hey, you forgot to file this income. We
Yeah.
want our money back plus more. So always be aware of that.
Yeah, well, I definitely hope to get our accountant has all of our details, and I haven't heard anything, which I don't know if that's good news or bad news. Last year we had to file an extension, so we got a little bit longer, and we had to pay a little bit, but not a lot. So hopefully this year we'll be okay.
Yeah, we were. So I'm big on not wanting the to give the IRS a free loan. So I'm pretty good at making sure I get very little bit back. So I only
Yeah,
got a couple of hundred back, but that's fine. Like I said, I don't want to,
yeah.
have the IRS
Keep
have a
your
free
money.
interest loan.
Keep your money all year long. When you need it, why give it to the government as a loan, an interest-free loan,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, agree.
So
Yeah. You
again,
got
I'm sorry, I'm fighting something here. So it doesn't help when you're in talk radio and you're fighting something. So I'll get to news real quick so I don't gross all your viewers out by me coughing. Finally, after years of discussion, there's finally some movement on the U.S. Route 15 improvement project. Danny, it only took about 25 or 30 years.
Wait a minute. What do
Uh,
you mean? What's happening?
well, the construction of a third lane in each direction along the highway between Interstate 70 and 26 in Frederick. So they're going to hopefully put 3 lanes on Interstate 70 and 26. The State Highway Administration says the funding for the project is in place. John Delaney, the project manager, says the preliminary design work is expected to wrap up soon. He says 65% of the design work could be completed by 2026. And of course, that doesn't solve all our problems because 15 still needs to be widened going towards 270 in the truck scales.
So wait a minute, they're talking about the interchange of 15 and 26 all the way down to the 70 interchange is going to be an additional lane each way?
Correct. That's what it says here. Yep. So
Interesting.
yeah, and I tell you what, it's a long time waiting. We need that, but
Yeah,
again,
but how long? So they say that the designs will be ready by next year. The
mhm,
construction, I bet, is going to be like a what, 10-year process?
it's probably going to take a long time. Now you can head to our website at WFMD.com because the full article is on there, how long it will take,
Okay.
and more to that. But want to keep it short and sweet, especially since I'm coughing up a lung here. We don't want your viewers to have to go through that. But yeah, so definitely head to our website, WFMD.com, see the full article on that. And citizens are invited to take part in the development of a climate and energy action plan. Lindsay Humphrey, a project manager with the county's Division of Energy and Environment, says both the county and city of Frederick are working on this plan. She says it's designed to assess how climate change is affecting the area's infrastructure, natural resources, community members, and health. She says citizens can go online and describe how climate change is affecting them. And the website for that is www.frederickcounty.md.gov/climateaction.com. Again, if you head to our website at WFMD.com, that full article is over there and that address. And getting into weather real quick, as we just talked about, it is windy out there. Looking at a high of 65 today, low of 43 tonight with partly cloudy skies. And the winds will continue to gust 15 to 25 miles an hour later on tonight. But during the afternoon, we're looking at 20 to 30 mile an hour winds with occasional gusts over 40 miles an hour. And tomorrow, looking at a high of 59, low of 37 with partly cloudy skies. And also, Danny, I want to mention movie night is coming up soon. We're going to be watching a movie, you and me.
We are. We are definitely going to be watching a movie. And if you want to see the movie list, the address is on screen for you. However, Chris has never seen The Never Ending Story, and we are going to go to Warehouse Cinemas on May 14th. Chris and I and all of you are invited to join us. Tickets are just $20, and you get a popcorn with free refills, soda with free refills, and that money all goes to Christmas Cash for Kids, thanks to Good Morning Frederick and our great vendors who will be out from 5 to 7. And then the movie starts at 7 o'clock. And you get to watch Chris see one of the iconic movies of our time, The Never Ending Story.
Now, Danny, I will say when you plan things perfectly. You do a great job. However, I do have one question, okay? I don't know if this was on your radar or not. I just wanted to make sure with the unlimited drinks, will we be close to the facilities just in case we have to go during the movie? Because I know 2 or 3 Pepsis, bada bing, bada boom. You gotta let go, man. You gotta hit the restroom. So
My,
it's an important question.
my suggestion is going to be to do all that drinking between 5 and 6:45, and then you
Okay.
go to the bathroom, then you go watch the movie. That way you don't have to be interruptive by getting up. However, the best thing about Warehouse Cinemas is those wide aisles, so you're not interrupting people scooching side by side trying to get in and out of those seats.
Yeah, because the last thing I want anybody to do is try to, go next to me and trip and sit on my lap and squish my popcorn while I'm trying to watch a movie. So yeah, that's a good idea. Also, too, Danny, you just head to our website at WFMD.com. You can get the tickets there. I mean, one thing we're lacking, I always say in Frederick, is good family entertainment, and this is it. Great family movie. and $20 get you popcorn, unlimited drinks, and
Yeah.
you get to be close to us.
That's right. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, it's just really, I'm sure hopefully it's going to be a rowdy bunch. I have a feeling. So I think we're going to have a good time with it.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Again, just head to WFMD.com. And of course, donations go to Christmas Cash for Kids. This is our 50th anniversary.
50th. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. And buy tickets for all your friends. We'd love to fill the theater. And it's going to be a great time. I can't wait. May 14th, 5 o'clock. Everything starts. We're going to have a little happy hour. We're going to grab some of our drinks from the cash bar or that beer wall. Or, of course, there's non-alcoholic beverages as well. Again, free refills on your sodas. And they have a whole great menu of food. If you've never tried the food at Warehouse Cinemas, their little flatbread pizzas, their high-end grilled cheese sandwiches, they're all really good.
And, getting back to the popcorn, I love their popcorn. They put the perfect amount of, and of course, you can add your own butter if you want. We're not going to be counting calories that day. We're going to be having fun.
Are you a butter guy? Do you like? I don't like butter on my popcorn, but Warehouse Cinemas uses real butter. I hear it's amazing.
Yes. So I'm not I like butter. I don't like to normally drown my popcorn in butter, but again, you just said it. They use real butter, so I will put on extra butter. Now, I just got to say, I'm a little hurt by Danny because, yesterday over in the studio, I was kind of getting myself in the Christmas spirit, singing Jingle Bells, and Danny walks into the studio and says, "Chris Michaels, what are you doing singing Jingle Bells this early?" Yes, she actually did that. If you don't believe me, listen to WFMD.
I know.
You'll hear the promos.
Yep. Yes, I didn't know where you were going with all of that until you did state that we were celebrating Christmas a little bit early because we want to make sure our kids here in Frederick County have an amazing Christmas this year for the 50th anniversary of Christmas Cash for Kids. I am setting a goal this year of $125,000 to be collected.
That'd be great.
I think we can do it.
And I don't want to call out your viewers, but I'm going to call them out right now. Let's see. Darren, Christy, Beth, Tara, and Mama Cone. I hope you're going to be there and join us. It's going to be fun. Again, don't want to call anybody out. Darren, Christy, Beth, and Tara, and Mama Cone, but we'd love to have you there too. So there you go.
Well, we also have to call out our friend Darren Ahern, your Frederick real estate update guy. I didn't see his sponsorship package for this movie night yet, so I might have to get on the horn to him, put a little peer pressure on you right now, Darren, and want to say hi to Christy Wood, who is from Wags for Hope, and we appreciate everything that she does for our kids and our adults, especially those in long-term care facilities. And Tara says she'll be there, so we have it here that she will be at our movie night on May 14th. So it'll be Darren, a lot of fun.
I'll make you a deal. I won't make fun of Pittsburgh Penguins anymore if you come, okay? And if you sponsor, I might even wear. And I'd only do this for the kids of Frederick County. I might even wear a Pittsburgh Penguins hat. I love the kids. What can I say? All right, Danny, I've kept you long enough. So,
all right. Have a great day. I'll see you later.
Take care.
All right. Oh, my goodness. Yes. It's going to be a great evening, May 14th. I do have on the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page, you'll see under events, you'll see that event there, movie night at Warehouse Cinemas, joining myself and Chris Michaels. We're going to be doing some Facebook Lives from there, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, it benefits a great cause, and we get to spend some time together, which I always love as well. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're back with all the events that you need to know about for this weekend. And Aya Cultural Arts Studio, we got that coming up too, just after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is total car care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
Oh, yes. And speaking of warehouse cinemas, if you're looking for some place to advertise your business, you can reach thousands of local residents when you advertise on the big screen. Go to warehousecinemas.com/advertising and you can get more details there. I think on the big screen still there. I guess we'll see it on May 14th. I haven't been to the movies in ages. I need to go more frequently. Oh, and Darren says you'll be there and steal all the popcorn. Okay, I got you. We need you to set up a booth space too. I have some booth spaces available, and we can you get to meet all your public, your adoring fans. You can be there too. But want to thank Warehouse Cinemas for working with us on the Christmas Cash for Kids movie night. Okay, let's talk about what is happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by the Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito, which is in Hagerstown. Oh, such great, authentic Mexican food at a great price and great quality. Taquito's got your drive-through function. And now that the weather is nicer, they also have some picnic tables so you can walk up to the window, get your food, and have a seat in the picnic tables out front and enjoy some delicious I had their steak tacos when I was there. I drove through and then it was kind of cold out when I did it. So I just sat in my car and ate because you can't eat tacos while you're driving. First of all, you shouldn't eat while you're driving anyway, but certainly you can't eat tacos while you're driving. It's not safe for anyone. TacoBar1.com or Taquito by TacoBar.com is where you need to go for more information on that. But yes, conveniently located, both of them. All right. So we talked a little bit about the egg hunt that is happening right now until all the eggs are found. We still have the $500 out there, and the 100 Maryland Lottery scratch offs have not been found yet or haven't been turned in if they have been found. So still have a look at the photos, go through the ones that don't have found next to them. I will update everything this afternoon, and I try to update as we go, but not as easy as you may think. So, especially with 300 eggs being hidden. But we've had such a great response to this event. I am definitely going to do another one for right before Halloween. We're going to do one. So I am already looking for either eggs shaped like jack-o'-lanterns and other Halloween things or something like that, because I do like the plastic it's in. It makes it a little waterproof, which we definitely will need. All right. So coming up tomorrow, 10 to 5 is the Teacher Appreciation Day free climb at Tree Trekkers. You just need your teacher's credentials. If you want to bring some friends, use the code GMF to save 10% on their ticket. And there's also a happy hour for teachers from 3 to 5. And we encourage you to go out and get amongst the trees. It is so beautiful up there. April 18th is the All-Star Friday night. The Flying Cows are hosting All-Star Weekend right here in Frederick for the TBL. On Friday, there's a 3-point contest, a dunk contest, and more fun happening at Hood College, Woodsboro Bank Arena. And you can check that out. On the 19th, from 11 to 1, it's a St. Jude fundraiser at Wise and Thurmont. If you do your shopping there all month long and round up, the kids of St. Jude and the families are going to benefit from that. 11 to 4, we have our pop-up vendor event. We've got Twisted Ivy, which is amazing jewelry, and Pampered Chef will be at the home of Everything Frederick, which is 401 North Market Street, right in downtown. When you stop by, again, drop a couple of bucks and pick up some stickers, maybe a couple chapsticks or a pin. I've got those cool metal pins, just a couple of dollars each. And that goes directly to A Mother's Rest, which is our nonprofit of the month. At 7 p.m. on Saturday, it's the All-Star Game. It's the Flying Cows versus TBL All-Stars. And that should be a cool game to see. Our Flying Cows are undefeated right now. It's pretty amazing. Not one loss. Coach Ed puts together an amazing team, and he has done just that again this year. On April 20th, that is Easter Sunday. We wish you a very happy Easter. If you are going to church or after church, or you just are going to be out and about in downtown, please stop by the home of Everything Frederick. We've got Pampered Chef. We've got a vendor making wooden bowls and other great wooden products. There's some sweet treats as well, and lots of gifts will be on sale at the home of Everything Frederick from 11 to 4. On April 24th, please get your tickets for SHIP's annual lip sync battle. We've got 9 teams battling it out at Attaboy Barrel House. I can't wait. It's going to be a really fun event. Get your tickets at shipfrederick.com. On Saturday, April 26th, there is a flea market or a community yard sale at TJ High School benefiting Safe and Sane. Get your ticket or your spot reserved. Clean out your house, get rid of some of that stuff that you've collected since last year, and help TJ High School's Safe and Sane Committee as well. At 8:30, you can head over to downtown Frederick. It's Bring a Broom Day, where you help clean up downtown Frederick. They pot some new plants. They make sure everything is nicely weeded and swept and cleaned up. We love the fact that we have such a group that is dedicated to the beauty in downtown Frederick. And then 11 to 4, we have again our pop-up vendors at the home of Everything Frederick with some jewelry, some greeting cards, gifts, and more. I'm telling you, not only is the shop itself amazing, but we have some really cool vendors who have signed on every Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4 to participate in our pop-up vendor event. April 27th, it is a Sunday. It is the Stomp Out Heroin 5K at Baker Park. That benefits the Phoenix Recovery Academy. We've got Pulling for Veterans with their flea market, which is at the AmVets Farm. Space is just $30 for that. Again, our pop-up vendor event, we've got some custom etching, essential oils, and other gifts available at that one. And it is the Lucky E Rodeo at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds on April 27th. If you're looking for something fun to take the whole family to, I recommend the Lucky E Rodeo as well. May 2nd is the Immersive Art pop-up event. That is at Give Rise Studios. That is the theme is Spring Bloom. And we'll talk with Chrissy about that event coming up here very soon. On May 7th, it's an exclusive screening of PTSD 911. That is at Common Ground Stables in Mount Airy. Beautiful, beautiful place. And they're going to be hosting that. May 8th, Alive at 5 kicks off at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. And then we've got the May 9th, the 5th annual 4 for Sure Golf Classic at Musket Ridge. The 10th is the Maryland Craft Beer Festival at on Carroll Creek. That's from noon to 5. And then from 3 to 8, it's Battle of the Bands at the fairgrounds. And at 6, it is the Adaptive Prom at Rock Creek Rec Center for those 16 and older with disabilities. And then May 14th, we've been talking about it all day. Look for that the graphic where you see Chris going for that popcorn. It is movie night to benefit Christmas Cash for Kids. We're watching The Never Ending Story. It is rated PG. So I would say okay for kids, probably 11 and up, that movie. And you can see the link there. And of course, it is also on our social media. I mean, there's a ton more events coming up. I mean, we've got so many great things happening here in Frederick. I'm telling you, it's getting busier and busier by the moment. And I love that about this town. Again, you can never say that you are bored because I'm telling you, it's just, we have so many things. All right. If you have an event you want included on our calendar, just email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. A quick break. Then we're back with Aya Gallant from Aya's Cultural Arts Studio. All of that comes up just after this.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and beyond. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding, but they can also take care of your windows and gutters and even your patios and decks. With these high winds, you're going to want to go out and check your roof and check your siding, and if anything seems to be coming up or loose, give Sandra a call at 301-703-2157 or send her an email, info@ansconstruction.net. Again, they will take care of everything on the exterior of your home, and you can save $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just tell Sandra you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. And I'm telling you, these winds, you don't want to mess with it.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. Pulling for Veterans is a nonprofit that educates the public on PTSD. You can rent one of the trailers starting at just $1 per hour. The trailer is filled with information about PTSD and how to help. Plus, each trailer honors a vet and acts as a rolling memorial. More details at pullingforveterans.org.
All right, let's find out who is making our Frederick market great. Market Makers is sponsored by the Maryland Lottery with tons of ways to win. Hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, you can download their free app and scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. All right, I had the pleasure of going to Aya's Cultural Arts Studio, talking with her, and wait till the very end where her 7-year-old son does a little drum demo for me. It was actually almost 4 minutes long, and I cut it down just a little bit just so you can see how amazing he is. Here they are. No, not here they are. Here they are.
Baltimore National Pike. So it's the top end of Route 40 in Frederick. I am with Ayanna, and it's Aya Cultural Arts Studio.
Yes.
We got it. Okay. You're fascinating to me. I really, just your whole journey and being here. So we'll quickly start. You were a teacher for a long time.
Yep.
When did the drumming come into play?
I've been drumming my whole life.
Really?
Yeah. So
how did you? Because this isn't like the typical, right? So
right.
How did this come about?
So I lived in New Hampshire for from college to 2012, and I was a freelance trombonist. I played in a symphony and did trombone and voice. And then in 2012, I wanted to move. I was living in rural New Hampshire. I was like, let me try living in a city. So my husband and I had gotten a job in DC at a charter school. And I was like, all right, I'm going to reinvent myself as a musician because new city, new me, new this, you know?
It.
So I went to an event at a Busboys and Poets, and I saw this woman drumming. She had a baby strapped to her back. She and her partner were drumming for this fundraiser. I was like, I want to do that because I'd already been playing djembe and African drums and Caribbean drums with my father, but kind of like, just as a cultural, this is what we do kind of thing.
Right.
Nothing formal. So I started my formal training in 2012 with that person who was Chris Narant, and then moved on to another teacher, Mahiri Keita, and have been studying seriously ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that is really, I always say, when you get something like that, it is literally your chosen path, right?
Right.
You're being pulled by something. When you feel it, you get it, it's right there, and that's been your passion. That's really amazing.
Right.
So you were in DC and you were teaching, and then what happened? So
then COVID hit.
Yeah.
I always tell people there should be a book called "And Then COVID Hit."
Then the pandemic. Yeah.
So once COVID hit, all of us musicians, we were out of a place to play.
Yeah.
So we were either just trying to play online and do the whole social media thing, but I was a full-time teacher at the same time. I wasn't interested in trying to be on social media as much because, of course, that's what our students were doing all the time.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
So I had all this equipment in my home. My son had a walk-in closet, and he was only 3 at the time. I was like, you don't need all that space. Turned it into a vocal booth and started a voiceover career at the same time that I was teaching.
Wow.
During COVID. So then once students went back to the classrooms, I transitioned out. I quit teaching in public school and became a voice actor. And the money I had from voice acting, even just through COVID, helped us to buy a home in Moco.
Wow.
And then I'm constantly on the go.
Yeah. Yes.
So I got to the point with voice acting that I was only working, seriously working probably 2-3 hours a day. I couldn't stand it. I love the job. I still do it. I still do it now. It's still my bread and butter.
I got you.
Doing voiceover work, but I couldn't turn off the teaching thing inside of me.
Yeah.
So we live in 2 cabins. So one cabin became my rehearsal space / teaching space / recording space. And I had done a performance in Urbana. And the parents were like, you got to bring your business to Urbana. So I was like, all right, let me try something.
Funny. I love it.
Let me just try something new. Let me open up a whole retail space that I've never done before in brick and mortar. And I just, built the plane as I was flying it. And I'm still building it. But yeah, that's how it all kind of came to be. So, I mean, I'm still teaching, which is what I'm happy with.
Yeah. The vocal work, like what, that's pretty awesome that you were able to not only get in at the time, but just really have it be regular and consistent. And
Yes.
that's a big testament to you. Must be, well, A, dedicated, I know you already are. Driven, I know you are that too. And talented, I know as well. So that's really great. That's really great. So from Urbana, you got this space recently in August. And now you've got a place really you feel at home, and people can come and go. Other providers, actors, singers, open mics, and all of that are being run out of here as well.
Yes. Everything that I wanted in a space is what we can do in this space. I mean, with Urbana, it was just too small and it just wasn't the right fit. But I learned a lot.
Well, yeah.
I learned a lot.
As long as you learn a lot, nothing is a mistake.
Yeah,
That's what
I learned a lot.
for sure.
But everything, I really wanted a space where I could teach comfortably and have a classroom space. But I wanted a space where people could come in and feel that they have, one, a safe space that they can express themselves, a space where they feel that they can share what they know, and just a space where they can discover something new. And that last part is always, when people come through the door, it's like, what is this? But I feel like I get that all the time when I'm performing around Frederick. I have a bunch of kids with me, and there's a bunch of drums. They're like, what is this? So it's like, I like that.
Of course. Well, I mean, it's a gift to be able to share the culture, the music, the whole drumming with people who have had no idea, have never seen it or heard it, and you are opening the eyes of a lot of people, and like you say, giving people of all ages an opportunity. All right, so the things you guys do here, you do classes still, right? And so how does that work? If somebody is interested in learning to play like your son so beautifully,
So we have some classes that run seasonally and some that are running just ongoing. So we're turning our African drumming class as just an ongoing class. So you can get a drop-in, a 5-class pass, or a 10-class pass. We're starting that at the end of the month on Sundays from 4 to 5:30, and anyone can really come, but it's basically based on adults and teens. And then on Monday nights, we have our ensemble, and that is a mixed group. It's mostly 6 to 12-year-olds. We do have an adult in there, and we do have some people that come in. It's funny when you have kids doing it, they learn so fast. And there are adults who have done drum circles and have done some kinds of drumming, and then they come to the ensemble or they come to a class and they realize, oh, this is different. This is really about technique. It's about appreciating the culture. It's about hearing the stories. It's so much deeper than just when your hands are hitting some kind of
often.
And it is hard. It is difficult because we really aren't improvising a lot. We're doing, it's like learning a canon of literature when you're a writer.
I asked your son, and we'll play his video, but was that improv or no? It's learned. And it goes to choreography. And the memory, I mean, I think that was almost 4 minutes. That's pretty impressive. And he was doing things with his hands I couldn't even see. So it's amazing. It really is cool. And he looked so happy doing it. I have to laugh though, because when I concentrate really hard, I move my mouth too. And I saw him doing that, or looking up and looking at you. And it was very cute. I loved it. I loved it.
A lot of drummers end up doing that because we say, because this is a language, and he's able to do it as well because he grew up with the language. And a lot of adults, we didn't grow up with the language. So we're ended like, do do da 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 da, do do da da da. So we're doing that kind of thing when we're drumming too.
So on top of all of this, you perform and travel all over. And how long have you been doing that?
I mean, I've been performing since I was 16.
Yeah. Okay.
So I started off as a low brass musician, and now mostly as a world percussionist and vocalist.
Okay.
So my jam is being the backup person.
Okay.
So I've played with hip hop groups, like I've played with Do Me Right a couple times at the Kennedy Center.
Nice.
I performed with Marsha and the Positrons, which is a Parents' Choice Award SAW winner.
Yeah.
And we're going on tour next week in New England.
Wow.
So that's a kindy group. And sometimes I perform with a 17-piece West African all-women's drum group.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That would be wild.
It is wild. Yeah, we throw down.
I
We throw down.
bet you do. I bet you do.
Yeah, so I play in a bunch of different groups. Sometimes someone will just need a percussionist or someone who can play percussion and sing harmonies.
Yeah.
And I just drop in, I come and do my thing, and then
you're out.
Yeah.
Where can people follow everything that you're doing? Where's the best place to do that?
So best place is you can go to the website ayaarts.com and sign up for our mailing list. You can also catch us on Facebook, which is facebook.com Aya Cultural Arts Studio, or catch us on Instagram, which is Aya_cultural_arts. So either way, if you look up Aya Cultural Arts or Aya Arts, you're gonna find us.
And can they get your tour schedule and where you're gonna be through all of that as well?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's really great. Well, look, I think you're just in the beginnings of starting something really great back here, and I think it's gonna. I can't wait to come back in like a year, because I think this is just gonna have melded into something really phenomenal, because I feel like you're reacting to the needs of the community in the best possible way. And I feel like more and more people are going to find this space and want to also be a part of it.
Yeah,
So
what's
I
been
think it's
beautiful
gonna be
about
great.
being here is just it's been growing. We haven't dipped.
No,
But it's been growing and growing, and more people are finding how they can express themselves creatively through whatever we offer.
I mean, you got a ton of stuff here that people can do and utilize spaces and things like that. So check it out. Really appreciate you being a part of our community and adding this element for us. I mean, I think it's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Years old. I'm telling you, that video was just about 4 minutes long. Unbelievable what she is providing. All right, want to say, hey, Beth, you're coming to the home of everything, Frederick. Well, Mama Cone and I will be there today from 11 to 4. And can't wait to see you come in and get those eggs turned in. Want to say hi to my brother checking in. I don't know where he said he was first, because he checked in at 9:30. So he was probably on one of the channels that somebody doesn't comment on, because there were plenty of people that were here before you, my brother. It's all good, though. I appreciate everybody tuning in whenever they can for however long they can, because without you, it really, really wouldn't be as fun, for sure, or as powerful for some of the people that we talk to. We thank you so much. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick today. Let's get out there and let's be great, Frederick. I hope to see you.